Hey, what's going on, guys? G-Dog Casey here with my buddy Matt, casting some more StarCraft 2 action from the Chopo Team League. This is a Week 7 matchup between Team AlloyE Esports and Team All Inspiration. And I'm going to go ahead and introduce first the All Inspiration red Protoss player on the left side of Catalina. It's Detiner.
And in the top portion of Catalina, we have the blue AlloyE Esports player, Kythol, the Terran. So a PvT matchup here.
Yeah, and it may not be obvious to you guys watching the cast here, but Detiner is actually our very own Matt. So we're casting one of his games for once. He's finally joined the team and managed to get himself into the Week 7 roster here. And this is his first game in the CTL, so it's really exciting.
Now, it's also good to mention that because I am playing this game and I was capable of subbing in for someone, and we were allowed to do that. Now that I played that game, I am also eligible to play in the playoffs if I am put in. So, if we got in just in time.
We still need to win this week to at least clinch it off. And saying that, we have a 2-2 tie right now in terms of score. So we've set 5 games here. It's really important in deciding if we're going to take the lead or if we're going to fall behind. So far, what I'm seeing here is a gas going down for Kythol, so I'm definitely expecting a Reaper to be on his way out. This SCV, what's he doing? He's getting his own bait. Oh, he's looking for a probe. I suppose he thinks a probe got in there, but there was no scout yet, so just kind of wasting his time a little bit there.
Yeah, pretty standard openings by both players right now. Reaper opening, and then just a gateway for me. I guess you're right. It is a little difficult to cast yourself because you know what's going to happen and you know how you played the game. But
yeah, there's definitely it's definitely interesting. You just kind of got to keep yourself pretend like you don't know what's going to happen. Come on. And, nice timing on the core drop there. So the Stalker will be able to get out in time to defend against this Reaper. Only one gas for Detiner, so it seems as though, okay, we're just dropping another gateway here. So he's going to focus on gateway units early, maybe dropping expansion soon.
Yeah, no expansion by either player right now. Both production seems to be at a standstill for both of them, just probing up.
And right after that Reaper's finished, we have the reactor going down for Kythol. So pretty standard stuff there. He's going to now get ready to expand, and he's going to defend it with Marines, I believe. Reaper is going in the wrong direction first, so that's going to give Detiner some more time to get that Stalker out. Stalker. Okay, so there's a Chrono Boost going down on the gateway, but there's no Stalker.
Yeah, at that point, I thought I queued up a Stalker and I was getting ready to Chrono Boost it out, but I think I didn't have enough money at the time, so I was actually very fortunate that this Reaper went in the wrong direction to start, because a lot less damage is going to be taken.
Yeah, that Reaper is looking at, he doesn't even really want to do damage. He has an opportunity now to take out some probes, but because there's no Stalkers on the field. But no, he's just looking around. He's going to see the expansion here. And back in his own base, he has started the expansion in his main. He's going to turn that into an orbital, most likely to lay down. Now he's going to start picking off some probes here. One probe looks like it's going to go down, maybe 2. Actually, he could get up to 3 or 4 here, depending on how long it takes for that Stalker to get out here.
So right there, that's where I realized, oh my god, I did not get a Stalker out. I thought I did, and this is not looking very good for me.
5 probes going down, that's definitely not good. But luckily your expansion is going to be up and running a little bit faster than his, so you'll be able to catch up on the probe count there.
And mine's on the, obviously because it's Protoss, it's already in position, whereas his is on the high ground, so he would need to move it out too, and he's probably going to turn it into an orbital before he moves it out, so I'll have a good minute or 2 of mining before him, but those loss of 5 probes was kind of a pain in the butt.
Yeah, big time. And actually, he's moving out that command center first, so looks like he wants to set himself up for a bit of a transfer. Engineering bay down for Kythol, so we could see some upgrades coming up. Looks like you got that just in case there were some DTs. And if we look at Detiner's base here, we still only have the 2 gateways. They are warp gates now. And we'll see what he plans on doing with those. Oh, that Reaper's back. It doesn't take out that probe. Good defense here. These Zealots are going to smash that thing to pieces here and protect the probes.
Yeah. And we do have a forward pylon over by the third of Kythol, possibly for some run-bys, but supply virtually even. I was able to catch up because my second base was finished a little sooner.
Yeah, and those chrono boosts on the Nexus are impeccable at building up probes really quickly, catching himself up. That third pylon, or that forward pylon, is very nice. I like the position here. It's going to come in handy for some zealot run-bys should that happen, or maybe future ET, anything. I mean, just having that pylon there is just a nice safeguard, because when Terran moves out, then you can just do a run-by and do some damage in their base.
Yeah, so we have a robotics facility and a Twilight Cancel going down for me, and we have the factory has completed and a reactor going on it.
Yeah,
with the
starport. Yeah, there is a starport out for Kythol, so he'll be able to get that medevac production here. He's got +1/+1 on the way. Armor's almost finished. Attack's on its way too. No upgrades from Matt yet. No forge to be seen, but the Twilight Council is there, so we could see some charge or some ETs.
And RoboBay going down to get some Colossi out.
And if we look at the army composition of Kythol, we see heavy Marine counts here. No Marauders whatsoever, although there's a couple more barracks being built, so Marauders may be on the way. But when you see this many Marines, you just know your Colossi are just going to wreak havoc on them. So a good choice of tech here for Detiner. Go for that, and slash those Marines.
Yeah, now these Marines are moving out with the 2 medevacs while he is in the midst of... oh, it looks like it's actually going to be a drop, and he's also starting a 3rd base as well.
Yeah, the good thing to do here is when you attack, just get your next expansion ready, and that's exactly what Kythol's doing here, moving out with this drop. And this this base here on Catalina, it leaves you with a pretty wide open spot for drops, and it's pretty annoying here. And that's exactly where Kythol is heading.
Yeah, so it doesn't look like I'm really prepared for this drop. 2 forges going down. Gateway's just finishing up, and the army position is over by the natural. So here comes the drop. They're going to take out these forges. And very late reaction.
In terms of what these Marines are focusing down here, I'm not sure. And that scan was, not sure what that scan was for either. You really expect there to be these at this guy. Nice photon overcharge here. That's going to take out a couple Marines. Force them back. Only really managing to take out just the 1 forge. So
very, very lucky there.
Yeah, did those Marines have stim? No, stim is not even started yet for Kythol, so a stim there would have definitely done a lot more damage. But nonetheless, it was a good defense. He did lose a forge, which is annoying, but it could have been the game, so that's it's better than that.
And they almost took out the robotics facility as a Colossus was in production, so now I was able to get it out.
True, now the 3rd base for Kythol is going down though, and with that he's going to be putting himself in the lead. Not quite yet, but he will eventually get an income advantage here, which isn't really affecting the game too much anyway though, because he's floating about 1,200 minerals, so that's just going to be more minerals to float unless he decides to drop down some extra production buildings to get these army units churning out here, and that is actually what's going to happen with 2 reactors going down on these barracks. He'll be able to churn out so many Marines at a time here, it's not going to be funny. But he's churning Marines out right into the Colossi production of Detiner here, so Colossi are just going to tear those up.
Now with the 3rd down, oh, here we have a warp-in of some Zealots, 4 Zealots right now. And they're just going to bypass that Marauder and Marines, they're not even going to, they're just going to say hi to each other as I move into the mineral line.
Yeah, and that's a very good attack here. I like how you didn't A-move them in there, because if you A-moved them, then they would have started attacking with reinforcements. But instead, 6 SCVs going down and counting here. Now the Zealots are going to start attacking army. And they're getting taken out, but a nice little harass that actually dragged Kythol's army all the way back to his natural. So if he was thinking about moving out, he had to delay that. He's got quite the medevac here, and even with all those Colossi, those medevacs are going to be pretty good at healing up the army here. And look at that, Dark Shrine going down for Detiner.
Yeah, more Colossi being that second forge was rebuilt. It's making some. It's making +1 armor and more Colossi coming out. I have 2 right now, and the third is going down with the blocking off of the natural with the gateways.
Good timing on that third here. Kythol has not quite been able to fully take advantage of his third base, although with a lot of energy on those orbitals, he'll be able to drop down a bunch of mules to really take advantage. So I'm still giving the economic edge to Kythol here, but he's moving out. He's only got 1 Viking, and just a ton of Marines and only 2 Marauders. There is only 1 Colossi. No, there's 2, now 3 Colossi in this army here, so this is going to be very dangerous for Kythol to move up into, especially on this tight choke. Looks like he's second-guessing it here. Oh, he's not second-guessing. He's waiting for like this major stream of Marines to move in. He's got so much Marines here. And
yeah,
actually,
supply is ridiculously in favor of Kythol right now. 143 to 106. Yeah. Another Viking pops up. That third does finally finish.
And if he sits here and waits for Stim and +2/+2 to finish, he's actually going to find himself in a very good position. And I'm actually having a hard time seeing how yourself, Detiner, can actually hold off this attack right now. Well, I mean, right now he can, but once these upgrades finish, it's going to be really hard because there's more and more Marines.
Now, I was able to catch up a little bit with supply. It's not as big of a difference right now.
GT's here moving into natural. This is again one of those things that's really gonna, it's gonna force Kythol back. You're killing off all these SUVs. 4 going down. Oh, that was really lucky. There goes a scan. Shot for
But here's the engagement, and these
charge lots of Colossi. These Colossi are just ripping the Marines apart. It's because he attacked before the upgrade had been switched. He's losing his entire army, and then his +2/+2 is sticking to finish. Not really sure what the thought process was there. Now Detiner has a sizable force moving out towards the third here. He's going to definitely be able to put on some pressure and most likely force a lift off, and maybe he's going to take it out completely. Manson are not even looking off, so that's going to be taken out.
Now these Widow Mines are luckily going to get procced by these Zealots. Pulling other boys, and these Colossi are just going to wipe out everything here.
Yes, he's going down the attack here. There is a backup Colossi here to take up resistance. And look at this, 29 SUVs killed, and there's a GG by Kythol. That was a good game. Nice defense at the natural here, and good game sense to push out right after and take the window that Kythol gave you there to get the win.
So with that win, it pulls All Inspiration into a 3-2 series lead in this Week 7 matchup that we're so crucial to win, because if we win, then we guarantee ourselves a spot in the playoffs.
Yeah, so definitely a good game there. I'm impressed by the play of you, especially someone who's only just recently coming into StarCraft 2. First CTL game, very nice. Pretty much just dropped the hammer on Kythol right after that defense, and that's all she wrote. So guys, we're going to go ahead and cast set number 6 now, and see if Allin can actually pull this lead even further ahead.
Thanks for watching, everyone.